Hey, how are y'all doing? Welcome back. Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Time for Trash Talk with
Yep.
Brandon Stewart. Because it says
Yeah.
right there behind, over my shoulder, says
That's
Stewart.
the other side, but that's fine.
So that's our, I never did ask you, where did you come up with the logo?
What logo?
Huh? The Trash Talk logo. That's
Oh,
the
I didn't do that. That logo
you,
right
you got
there.
it because you made up the stickers and everything. And
Yeah, but I didn't come up with that. I think that's my buddy Ken's logo,
oh, okay.
from Michigan. I told him I wanted a simple logo. This is even before we met Nick. I know Nick was working on a new Trash Talk logo for us, an update for 2026. I got to get with him on that. He's been super busy lately. But Ken, he came up with my original coffee cup design for the Life of an Average Joe that
Right.
I've used for years until Nick came up with kind of a morphed concept. Um, and so this one, I said something simple, and he said, "Cool." So
Yeah, and it is. I like it.
yeah,
I like
it's
like the color scheme and it says everything.
yeah, it's easy. I do have Nick working on a new one though. He's been working on it for months. Um, to be honest with you, I almost forgot about it, so I should probably check on it. But I told him it's not a rush thing. Just
Yeah.
when you're done, let me see it. But yeah, he did my logo, my new one on the Life of an Average Joe, and I love that one. He did like three different designs. I still use the regular coffee cup one occasionally just for fun, but
Well, that's you've been identified with that for years and years and years.
yeah, so I like the new one though because it has the coffee cup in the name. But yeah, so we'll see what he comes up with.
Yeah. Well, and folks, you may see a premiere of a new logo for Trash Talk one of these days.
Yeah,
Ooh.
probably definitely before 2027.
That's yeah. Certainly by our 10th anniversary,
We
we'll have a
got
new
it.
logo. And maybe new stickers too.
I do need new stickers. I'm out completely.
Hey, I was thinking about diversions, and by that I mean, a lot of people after and I mean this in the old days because I'm retired now, but you come home from a hard day at work and you're really wiped out, and some people like to just pour a glass of wine. Other people like to put on headphones and meditate for 15, 20 minutes. Do something just to kind of break the aura of what the day has been all about. Do you ever do anything on a regular basis? I know that part of your diversion is first thing in the morning. You like to get
Yeah.
up and go out for a run or a walk or something.
Yeah, I really think that morning before the coffee, or sometimes even like I'll have a cup and then I'll just get moving. I do like to run. Haven't run in a while, but having issues with my foot. But do been going on walks, just going and getting some fresh air. Sometimes I sit on the patio with my coffee, no social media, no phone, no music, no nothing, and just think, because it gets the day going. Um, I really enjoy that. Today, obviously got up and was debating what I wanted to do, and I was like, I'm gonna drink my cup of coffee. I made a very small breakfast, but a good one, and I'm gonna sit on the patio and eat my cup of coffee, or eat my cup of coffee, eat
Yeah,
my coffee, drink, my cereal.
yeah, yeah.
No, and do my breakfast on the patio because it was a little cooler out, and it
Right.
was nice. I saw a couple people walking their dogs. It was very quiet, and then I got motivated to do the day because I know what I got ahead of me.
Yeah. And you can do that at the beginning of the day, which a lot of people will do to prepare them for the day, but then also to find a diversion. I think I've told you I've had back problems. I got an issue with some discs in my back, upper and lower back, and as I get older, it bothers me.
Sure.
We finally broke down and we bought a massage chair,
Nice.
just a good basic massage chair that does has two settings, a stretch and just a massage.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, that's something that I'd like to do. Not a day goes by that I don't spend 15 to 30 minutes just relaxing. It's one of these zero gravity type chairs, so it goes all the way back, and it's almost
Cool.
like having a chiropractor come by. And that has become a diversion to me because if my back is bothering me or I'm just a little stressed from something that's happened during the day, I find that just relaxing in that easy chair, without a massage, can just kind of prepare you for the evening and then for the next day.
I get that. I feel like sometimes I'll take a shower even if I don't need one really,
Yeah.
just to almost essentially wash everything off me, you know.
Yep.
Um, I've been feeling it now. I've been going hard in the paint lately, but I've been feeling it after work or at the end of the day. Luke's asleep. I'm done. And when Luke goes to bed, maybe I got 2 hours because everybody's like, "Oh man, you do all kinds of stuff. You stay up late." I still got people that are like, "Well, I know you're a night owl." I'm like, who are you talking to, bro? Like, I
Right.
am not the night owl. I'm not saying I can't do it. I just don't care to do it. Like, I gotta be up for a reason. So if I'm in bed, like 10 o'clock's a sweet spot. I ain't gonna lie though. There's some guy like Luke's in bed at 8:30. It's 9 o'clock. I'm out. See ya. And because I feel it. Like I'll sit on the couch. And so what I've been doing is I've been doing nighttime stretches
Oh, okay.
to stretch out my legs because the most I've been feeling is in my legs lately. I'm
Yeah.
walking around like I'm 90 sometimes, you know, and I'm like, this is stupid. You know, I got to change it up. So I'll stretch, and the breathing and the stretching, it puts the mind right, you know.
And I think that's kind of the path I was taken was that this is something that not only you maybe sometimes want to do, but sometimes we really need to do this. We need to have a diversion because otherwise you get stuck in a rut. If it's the same pattern every day and you don't have a diversion from it's gonna wear on you quickly.
I've noticed that. Obviously, I watch a lot of movies and documentaries and entertainment, partly because there's a little bit of finances connected to that.
Yeah, well, you're
But
reviewing those movies too.
and I got a stack. Like I've got this company. Shout out to Pixel Scene Media. They give me a lot of screeners early. Well, the last couple of weeks, they sent me like five, and they're like, "Hey, can you get that?" I'm like, and some of them have a time frame on them, like this will expire on this time. Others are like, I need you to post by this time.
Ah,
So I do it. There's been others where they're like, hey, here's a screener. This movie's not out for a month. You got, whatever. And then there's parameters like I can't do a review till this day because that's when the embargo's lifted. Anyway, but because I have to watch so much stuff, sometimes I'm like when it's free time at night where I don't have to watch anything, even though there might be stuff I want to watch, I don't want to watch anything because I get in this like cycle of like, okay, time to watch this, time to watch this. And I'm
right.
like, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go finish my book. I'm looking at them right now. I'm on my third book in the last, I don't know how long, because I'm incorporating a lot more reading, which I don't know why I haven't done that. I'm not saying I don't read, but I'm consistently now, you know. Um, or I'm going to go sit on the patio and put music on and just
That's yeah.
zone out. And it's nighttime. Luke's asleep or he's at his mom's, and I'm just chilling.
One of my afternoon things, and I mean anybody can do it if you got YouTube, is I put on YouTube with or without headphones and sit in the recliner and I listen to, they have these light jazz,
Sure.
patio type scenes. And I just
Yeah.
put one of those on and just you just escape. And if you fall asleep, great, because you probably
Cool.
need that rest anyway. And
Yes.
but it's
The
just a
biggest thing too, people talk about it all the time is you can do all these diversions, decompressions, whatever you want to call it. And then you can really ruin it by going into your bedroom and putting the TV back on or scrolling. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. Um, or you can do all those things and then your bed is dog trash, like right now, my bed, I'll be honest with you, this bed's got to go. So in April, I'm buying a new bed. That's my treat to myself. New car, new bed, I already got the car, now I gotta get the bed.
yeah.
Because I've been sitting on this and I'm like, why am I like hurting and not comfortable and having a hard time sleeping. And I'm looking at my pillows because Luke stole my good pillows. He's got my best pillows,
Hey,
you
he
know,
recognizes a good thing.
a freaking $40 pillow, man. Like I gotta buy me and I'm sitting on this. I don't even know what it is. It looks like a pillow from like that you just throw in the back of the car to sleep in when you're drunk.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at my bed going, you got all these nice sheets and your bed is trash. So you got to do these things to take care of yourself to help you because you need that rest. You need that decompression to face the next day and to not bring that stuff into your house, especially for like a high intense job for some people. I'm not saying mine's high intense, it's not. But there does have some stresses. You're on your feet all day, number one. You're dealing
Well,
with just Monday alone, I talked to 22 vendors. And I see my core 10 every Monday. But
yeah.
then I had all these other people pop in. And I'm like, ew, I don't even
Well,
want to talk to you guys. So you got to decompress that.
and you put more steps in a day than I probably do in an entire week. And then you mentioned that you were having some issues with some plantar
Oh,
fasciitis
oh, it's
on your
bad.
foot. Now,
It's
for
bad.
somebody that's on their feet all day and it's painful, when you are, that need for a little bit of a diversion and decompressing becomes even, like you said, sometimes I may not need the shower, but it just feels good.
Right.
Yeah, and you need to do that. And sometimes we don't make that an active part of our day, and we
True.
should
We
make
should.
time for that little bit of downtime, quiet, listen to classical music, listen to no music at all, go out on the
Absolutely.
patio like you said, and just listen to the sounds of whatever's out there.
It's
Close your
cool,
eyes, you
It's
know.
cool. And like, I know I don't live in like the wilderness, but where I am, there's a ton of trees. Thank God. And I'll be honest with you, I've seen bobcats, I've seen coyotes, I've seen owls fly by. Man, in the morning is my favorite. If I get up around 5 and I go outside,
The
let's say I
sun's
got to
coming
take
up.
Luke to school, I'll go
Yeah,
sit outside, sip on my coffee, and I'll see the owl. Like I've seen an owl just fly back, like, oh, about to be sunlight, gotta go to bed. That's cool, man. Like,
yeah, and that kind of it will help to set a tone for at least the start of your day, because by the
yeah,
middle of the afternoon, sometimes, you feel like I was going to say you feel like you want to pull your hair out,
yeah. Well, I
but,
did.
but, but that was a cheap shot. But, and then by the time your day is over, I remember the days you get in the car and there's that pause before you put the key in to start the engine.
Oh my God.
The hands are just on the steering wheel and you just take that and you go,
I've done it. I've sat in the parking lot of my
yeah,
work for like 5, 10 minutes going, okay, I gotta go home.
yeah,
And then I'm like, okay, drive.
right.
Like I want to get home, but I'm like, I'm beat. Oh man, especially like holiday time. Oh my God.
Well, especially when you're going to pull out of the parking lot during drive time, and you know it's going to be a bunch of red taillights in front of you anyway.
Yeah.
So you just, and then you put the music on.
And just put the music on and sometimes I'll put the music on. There's a couple people I like to talk to on the phone. Usually
Yeah.
they're leaving work too, and we're both going to be stuck. So we'll play catch up, you know.
Yep.
Um, I put the music on. I've listened to podcasts. I've caught up on your shows. I've caught up on Tell Me Something Good. Or a couple other podcasts that I listen to. Sometimes, but it's very rarely is it ever silent. I don't like driving in silence. I
Well,
hate it.
but that in itself becomes a diversion. That's your way of escaping
Yeah.
reality and just listening to a podcast that you wanted to catch up on.
Hmm.
And then by the time you get home, you say, okay, I accomplished something.
I got something done. Now I can do whatever for the next couple hours, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So, well, everybody needs a little bit of a diversion, and I hope that every Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. is your diversion to spend time with us.
absolutely.
And if you don't do it on Tuesday mornings, then just do it at your own leisure. We'll be here,
Yep.
okay? And we'll be here again next week, so I hope you drop in and see us. All right.
See you next week, guys.
Bye.